replaced everything. I'm hoping it'll be fixed, at least working better. I haven't changed the coil, but that was not it. This thing's running funny, son. I mean, it worked. I don't even want to jinx it. I don't even want to leave the yard again. That was embarrassing, dude. I see why people hated the TBI. Boy, if you have a problem with your TBI on your engine, on other fuel injection engines, you can have a problem and still drive it, and it'll just get worse gas mileage and have a little bit less power. On one of these, depending on what you got wrong with it, this thing ain't gonna run at all. It's gonna run so crappy, you're even gonna want to drive it. So it's like unreliable, honestly. It barely gets you home, so it's fine just for the average working man, I guess, who couldn't afford something better or something. Man, listen. Some bullcrap when your truck will barely make it home, but it makes it home, but everyone behind you is mad. It's running so crappy. But I still can't tell it's running good. Can't tell you. It's got some pep all of a sudden. I don't know what that's about. Maybe it's never been running right. What if it's never been running right? You ever think that when you fix your truck, your vehicle? Like, what if it was never even running right that whole time? Seems like that's the case, maybe. This is our first. The problem we were having was when it would warm up. So it would start backfiring. It was like it was broke. It was like it needed a new engine. Happened to me twice. I started fixing it. What did I fix first? First, I just put a new module on there. I looked up. It's common. The module going out. I put it. This has a new used module, but still, it was doing the same exact thing. I changed the ignition coil. Then I discovered my oxygen sensor was bad. Guess what? That didn't fix it. Might have just not been heated up all the way for all I know. Might have bought a new one for nothing. I had an AC Delta one there, but it tested bad. I don't know. It's running pretty good, I think, son. What do you think? It's not really heated up, though. Weird what I had to do. I can do a lot of work to this thing to get it working again, huh, son? At least I didn't take none of the fuel system apart yet. That would have been dumb, I guess. I don't have no firewood anyway. Warmed up yet, Chuck? It was just running so rich, I realized, too. That's a nice yard, though. No backfires, no hiccups, no hesitation. It just was one thing after another with that hesitation. Got worse and worse and worse. Was it just the coolant sensor? I tested the coolant sensor. It seemed good. It went up, went down, you know. It was close to another coolant sensor I had. I just discovered it was pretty off, maybe. A little bit off, and maybe not getting a good connection, I thought. I had to wiggle it. So it was all a coolant temperature sensor. I'm thinking, man, that was the last thing I said that was one of the first things I checked, though, too. It really makes me mad. But it's pretty responsive now, I think. Seems like we're running off close. The dumb thing is I took my Excel coil off. I had an Excel coil. I thought maybe that was it. I can always put it back. This thing, I replaced the map sensor. I replaced the module. I replaced the oxygen sensor. I have a new distributor cap and rotor about to put on. And I said, let me just put a new coolant temperature sensor. I had a spare one anyway. What good does it do having a spare one? That's the most common thing it could be if you're running really rich, they say. One of these. I could smell the gas. I could see the gas being wasted. Coming out the tailpipe.